paperwork and a money bag here. What's it about, Jess?
That's right, Frank. I got a contract right here. And I'm through playing around. I'm through getting the raw end of the deal. I'm through with it all. I got a contract right here, Frank. And this contract says $5,000, Buddy Rose. $5,000. You come up and sign this contract, Rose, and let's get it over with once and for all in Seattle, March 29th. Here's some money, Rose. Right there. Some money. Frank, I want Buddy Rose in a loser leaves the state of Washington, March 29th. I want Playboy Buddy Rose, and the winner remains, and the loser leaves Washington.
$5,000 winner take all?
That's right. $5,000 winner take all, but even more important than that, the loser has to leave the state of Washington. I'm through with it. I'm through with Wiskowski interfering. I'm through with raw deals. And I'm going to lay it all on the line once and for all. And Frank, I don't plan on leaving again.
Okay, Wednesday, March 29th, we know for sure that that is an open date, Seattle Center Arena. The challenge has been made. It is an official contract of the Washington State Athletic Commission. The money's in the bag. Jess, thanks for coming up. Jesse Ventura, and I can almost assure you that he was in that ring wrestling that match and thinking about Buddy Rose while he was doing it, which makes his win over Ricky Hunter even that much more impressive. In the meantime, he and Snuka, remember, are teaming up to go against Rose and Wiskowski, but I guess he figures that Rose is not going to spend a lot of time in that ring. The 19th at Tacoma at Foss High School Gym. In between, talking about Jeff Savage, or truly being of Dutch extraction, and Johnny. Johnny, a lot of work left to do. You've done a lot, but I understand you're doing something special in the Puget Sound area shortly.
That's correct. You know, Channel 13, they're having a telethon, and it's always good to be in the Tacoma area because I think they're the best wrestling fans in the world. They're great people. I have a lot of nice friends there and a lot of nice people. And I always have a great time when I'm in Tacoma, and anything I can do for Channel 13, I know Dutch feels the same way. Anything at all I can do in my personal life, my private life, or my professional life, I will do for Channel 13 because that's the best station people can watch. Isn't that right, Dutch?
Yeah, it's one of the most original public broadcasting television stations in the United States of America. Originality being about the only one in the country that has the intestinal fortitude to try professional wrestling because it is a public-sponsored sporting event. And they wanted to find out if it would work, and it worked for them. And boy, they're going gangbusters for us, and we want to thank Mel Wagner and John Watson, the entire staff of Channel 13, for the 2 super good years that we've had with them, and we're looking forward to the next 2, 3, or 4, or 5, however long they can stand us. We're going to be up there on the 18th. That's tonight. Yeah. When you people are watching me, I'm going to be in your town. Yes.
That's a tough trick.
Yes, that's a tough trick, yes. Anyway, we're going to be up there for their telethon. I think it's on the old Tacoma Town Hall or at the courthouse or somewhere down there. Anyway, Johnny and I'll be in town, so folks keep your dial tuned to Channel 13 because all the rest of the stations in the area don't matter. Believe me. Incidentally, I was just talking to Ventura. Jesse Ventura doesn't give a darn about money, Frank. He just was out here a while ago and he flashed this, and you people...
I cares a little bit. He wouldn't give it to me.
This is $5,000. His Dutch show him the $5,000.
Oh.
I said, anything you say, Jesse, you're bigger than I am.
Bundle.
That's $5,000, folks. You got to, where's the camera? Oh, come on, camera. Do it down here on me, will you? Over here.
Camera one's going to do it.
Camera one's going to do it.
If we can take
Come on,
it.
camera one. Right there. You got it? That is $5,000, ladies and gentlemen. And Jesse Ventura just handed it to me in his bank bag. 5,000 big ones just to get Rose to sign a contract, and that's the official contract. And whether Rose is going to sign it or not, I certainly hope he does. Jesse's taking a lot on himself, though. Wanting him, yeah.
With the stipulation too, out of Washington.
Right, with the auspices that if Jesse loses, Rose wins the $5,000, and Jesse has to leave Washington, or vice versa. You never know. Look for Johnny and I. Johnny, you got your mouth open. That's a lot of money. Yeah. I can buy you a lot of pints in England. Don't forget anything. Say good night, Kate.
Good night, Kate.
Good night, Kate.
God bless you.
Kate, we missed you here lately. I want to thank Dutch Savage, Johnny Eagles for coming up. And another reminder that the man there is serious, very serious, quite apparently. Talking about Ventura, the $5,000 in cash and the stipulation. That goes together, Ed Wiskowski and Buddy Rose, and of course the big challenge seen tonight, the $5,000 plus loser
We
leave.
talk about that in Tacoma. You people want championship matches? Well, you're going to see one tomorrow night in Tacoma. You're going to see one of the greatest championship matches in Tacoma we've ever seen. Now, this $5,000. $5,000. I like to say it different ways. 5,000 ones, 10,000 50-cent pieces. What is it? 40,000 quarters, right? That equals $5,000. Well, anyway, you want me to get in the ring for $5,000 and the loser has to leave the state of Washington. Well, let me tell you something. I bet $5,000 at the racetrack every day. That's nothing to me. If you want me to get in a ring with you, Ventura, for that kind of money and for what is at stake, he says, leave the state of Washington. Hey, I'm at my prime here. We're number one. We're both number one together. We are the champions, my friend, and we are going to stay number one. If you want me in the ring in a match like that, there's only one way you're going to get this stud. It looks like Elvis. It looks like Elvis with his glasses. And that is up the ante. You're going to have to up it a lot more. $5,000. Hey, I make that every week. I want a little more money than that. A lot more money than that, or I'm not getting in the ring. So forget about it. I'm not doing it.
You know, sometimes between the two of us, we wear more in jewelry than $5,000. So why in the world would you put something on the line as important? In 3 weeks in Washington, you can earn that much money. $5,000 is nothing. So Ventura, loosen up your pocketbook this time. Take out more money, and then maybe, if it's enough, if you got that kind of money, maybe Rose will sign. But I don't think so. I don't think Ventura's got that kind of money. He hasn't been that successful. Don't forget, you put him out of business for a long time.
When we were tag team, he made a lot of money, just like you and I now. When we were tag team, did we rule the Northwest, Ventura and I? Right?
That's true.
All right? He made a bundle of money. I know how much he made, too, and I know how much he put away, because he liked to save his money. But all that money you saved, you used to brag to me, Ventura, how much you saved, and used to tell me how much I spent. Well, let me tell you something. I know how much you got, and you better take it out of that bank account. I heard you're buying $32,000 cars now. I heard you're buying a lot of things. You better stick that money into the ring to get me into the ring, or else this stud is not getting in there. I'm not going to get my hands dirty for $5,000. Forget it. And Ed Wiskowski, people talk about him interfering in matches. My partner does not interfere. He just sees that there's justice. I'm tired of all this.
Well, that is the challenge. You saw it earlier tonight, put out for Wednesday, March the 29th, Seattle Center Arena. $5,000. Buddy Rose says that's not enough. Eddie Wiskowski says that is not enough. So
If there's more airtime, we'll talk. You don't have to cut us off.
we are out of airtime. We have only time to say Tacoma Falls High School Gym.
Say 30 seconds. I can keep talking. Ventura, I'm not getting
Tag team title bout, Zilla Washington High School Gym. He's not getting in there for $5,000. 8 o'clock, Tuesday, March 28th, Zilla, Washington, and on the 29th, Seattle Center Arena. Ventura wants the blonde one right there to get in the ring and has offered him $5,000, and the loser leaves Washington. Rose is saying, no, ain't going to happen. So we'll be watching in upcoming shows and see what happens, huh? Frank Bonham, your host, Big Time Wrestling, thank you very much for being with us. I hope that you'll join us again next week and that you'll see Big Time Wrestling live very, very soon. So long, everybody.
Look at fight this ass.
Jesse Ventura, Jerry Oates, and we have a security guard standing
Woo,
by
leave that
because
money.
of a fistful of
right.
dollars, to say the very least, Jesse.
Frank, walk forward with me for a minute, please. I need the security man up here. I got a contract right here. And I got a lot of money right there. There's $5,000 plus a certified check from me for another $5,000. I want Buddy Rose in Seattle, Washington. I want Buddy Rose in A Loser Leaves the State of Washington. Now, Rose, you love to bet the horses. You love to bet the 21 tables and all the rest of that stuff in Las Vegas. Well, there's a wad full of money there for you, Buddy Rose, and there's a $5,000 certified check. You sign this contract to meet me in A Loser Leaves the State of Washington.
We're talking now about a total of $10,000. And Wiskowski and Rose are bringing their own security guard. The challenge has been made. It's now up to Tim.
Monitor in the locker room. There's a monitor in each locker room. And I heard you say $10,000. That'll buy a Cadillac if you pay it in cash. You know that? And you want me in the ring, and if I lose, I gotta go. If you lose, you gotta go. I get all the money, right? Is that right? Boy, are you stupid. I'll tell you one thing. I'm not doing it unless I want another stipulation, unless he gets to be at ringside.
Wait. I'm not going to do anything. I have a contract right here that states Ed Wiskowski will be allowed at ringside, Rose. Do you want to read this contract?
Ed Wiskowski will be allowed at ringside for the match between Playboy Buddy Rose and Jesse Ventura on March 29, 1978. Plus $10,000, blah, 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 $10,000. And he gets to be at ringside.
Loser leaves the state of Washington.
Do you have, I don't want a pencil. You are stupid, brother. You are really stupid. Give me a pen. I don't want a pencil because he'll probably get scared and erase my name. I know it. You got it. Hold it right here. Watch him. If he hits me now, I'm not going.
The 10,000 is as good as in the bank.
That's it, brother. It's in the bank.
Meeting before this kind of
Thank you very much.
Wait, Buddy Rose, wait. Buddy Rose. Buddy Rose. Do you see me laughing? I'm laughing. Did you read?
I'm here as a witness, Buddy Rose. Did you read this contract? Did you read the fine print at the bottom?
I know what they
You
said.
read the fine print at the bottom.
Hey, this is the Northwest. You've never seen as many contracts, main event contracts as I have. I know what they say.
You don't know what this one says if you didn't read the fine print. It says right here, Ed Wiskowski will be allowed at ringside, but he will also have one hand handcuffed to Dutch Savage and the other hand to Jimmy Snuka.
Oh, what a bird out
You
there.
can tear it up, it's right here in black and white.
Buddy Rose, read it and wait.
Both hands.
There it is.
You've signed it, Buddy Rose. You've signed it.
Right,
You've signed it. You're going to be handcuffed to Jimmy Snuka and Dutch Savage, big man. You will be allowed at ringside. It's all right.
Buddy Rose, you're not gonna get no money from me. And if I were you, I'd start making a plane reservation to somewhere because you're leaving the Northwest.
It's got, you've seen them things before. It's got the small print at the bottom, right? It's got a completely different thing set at the bottom. He's not an animal. He doesn't have to be changing those two. That's not the way it's supposed to be. That's $10,000. I win, you gotta go, and I get it. But you gotta have Savvy to snook up there. That's a complete disadvantage. Washington is my town. I don't have to leave it.
We're not ever going to get out of this. We're going to cut away and try and get the main event on, because I don't think Buddy Rose...
I don't like that Savage isn't here. It's because he knows what I'm doing to him right now. Snook and Savage, I know why you're not here. It's because you know what I'm doing to him. I'm not leaving. You people better not show up there because I don't want anybody backing him. I don't want anybody behind him. I want it behind me. I want it cheering for me because I need all the help I can get. This is unfair.
back in just a minute.
We are back. Don Owens in the ring, ready for the introductions of our main event, a wild one it should be.
Ladies and gentlemen, the final event of the evening be the best 2 out of 3 falls or to a PB time limit. Introducing in this corner the team of Apache Bull Ramos and the Iron Sheik. Their opponents in this corner, Jerry Oates and Johnny Eagle.
And there is Johnny Eagles. Johnny Eagles along with young partner here that I understand he's worked with before. And of course, this is the Georgia Beach Jerry Oates. And Jerry, I guess a few years back down south, you two worked together.
That's for sure. You know, when Johnny first came over to the States, he came to the South, and I was there, and he was looking around for a partner, and I'd never met Johnny, and I said, Johnny, I'll be glad to team up with you. And by golly, we teamed up, and we did pretty good. We went all over the South, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Georgia, Florida, Carolinas. We did very well. And I come out here to the Pacific Northwest, and who's here? My good friend, Johnny Eagle. And we decided to get together and try it again, and so far we're doing pretty good. We got a rough match going now, but that remains to be seen what the outcome is going to be. But you know, since coming here to the Pacific
We got there about 11 o'clock.
I've run into a lot of tough guys, and I understand 2 more rough guys are coming in. The Von Steigers are coming in. They say they want a title shot with whoever's champion, and Johnny and I feel the same way.
You know, Frank, what goes around comes around, and like Johnny said, we have been partners before. And Steigers, no matter where you have been out there, Rose, Wiskowski, whoever has that title, I don't care. It's Rose and Wiskowski, Ramos and the Sheik, the Germans, whoever's got it, we will be the #1 contender to win out that title. Jay and I didn't come 3,000 miles just to play around with the meet. We came here for championship honors and main event material. That's what I believe we are, main event material. We come around here to play around with the meet. We came to be top men, top stars, where the belts are, where the money are. That's where Jay and I are out for. Top money and top honors. And I believe there's some midgets coming in now. The top midgets in the world will be here for this soon.
Right, Cowboy Henningham, and of course, you know, he's one of the best. So.
The best midget wrestler in the whole world. They don't forget these wrestlers. I just say as we are, they're the same, we're just they're slightly smaller, that's all. They're still faster, a little bit faster.
I do want to particularly thank you for coming up, taking your rest period during a very important match, and best of luck to you in the next fall here.
We're going to need it. Thank you.
Thank you. Johnny Eagles, Jerry Oates, we will just keep it right here and return to the action down in the ring. With us now, team we've just seen in action.
Shut up,
Speaking
let
of
me tell you
all.
something. I've never been so happy in my life. Look at this man. I got me a man, that's right. You know what? A lot of people want to check that food. A lot of people want to look at that food. Well, look at it. We don't care. You know what? This man owns 20 camels and owns 20 wives. And he kicks every one of them. He kicks the wives in the morning, he kicks the wives, and he kicks the camels. He likes to kick. That's why he's a kicker. They call him a kicker. Because they get these camels. They kick them to sit down. They kick them to lay down. That's right. You're right. You're right. They kick them to lay down, and they kick the wives up in the morning. You know how lazy some of you wives are? Well, he kicks them up to get them up. 20 hours. 20 hours. I was great. The greatest man I have ever had. Look at him. He is great. The greatest, the greatest. I'm telling you. You see what happened in there? You see what happened in there? A lot of guys, look at him. Look at that. Look at that. That's right. Look at him because you're going to see him a lot. Buddy Rose, Jesse Ventura. I don't care who it is. Whoever gets the title, we're up next for it, and I'm going to see that we are. This man, I'm turning him loose, and I'm turning him loose tonight. Because he's the greatest. You see that? He just kicked, this guy just kicked all the breath out of him in one kick. But you know what? He's been telling me why he's such a kicker. I already told you. That's right. I don't care where you're at. I don't care what you do. Don't bring no camels around. And don't bring no wives around because you'll check them. They'll check them. I'm telling you.
Well, to say the least, few thousand well-chosen words from Bull Ramos and the Sheik, and he headed for the dressing room. I don't know if he thinks he's going to get a rest period on top of the interview, and of course, the rest period is set by the commission, and if you choose to have your interview time during that time, it comes out of your interview time, as was the case with Johnny Eagles and Jerry Oates. Now they just circled around, and they are back into the ring, so let's go down there. Third and deciding ball action. Teaming together for the first time Johnny Eagles and Jerry Olson, another team for you guys to be on the lookout for, I would think.
I'm a calm, cool, collected stud. So is Ed Wiskowski. They suckered me into this match, but it's not going to work. Ventura, it isn't going to work. We will stay in Washington. I will stay in Washington. I've wrestled in all the towns in Washington, and nobody's running me out of Washington. It's not going to work. You can have King Kong on one side and Godzilla on the other. Snuka and Savage are chained, each arm, with an arm, one arm to him, one arm to his left arm. I'm so tough, I can't. I'll tell you what, you know, I didn't interfere the last time in Seattle. I don't know why they had to put the 2 men on me, but it really doesn't make any difference anyway. Because Buddy Rose defeated Jesse Ventura right in the middle of the ring. That's all it is to it. Ventura's ego couldn't stand it. So now he had to resort to dirty tricks. Well, I tell you, let him pull all the dirty tricks. He still has to do one thing, and that is get into the ring and defeat Buddy Rose. Now, he hasn't been able to do that yet, and I still don't think that he's going to be able to conquer that feat. Not because I'm going to be there, just simply because Buddy Rose is a better wrestler, a smarter wrestler, and a better conditioned athlete all around. Now, anything goes in this thing, right?
That's the way
All
I
right.
understand it.
Do you remember us winning the Luther Leave Oregon with Bass and Maine? Do you remember that? He won it with a sunset flip in the third fall at Bass. I ran Ventura out in the Loser Leave Oregon. Is that right? Now this is a Loser Leave Washington. They're not going to split this team up. If I lost, I'd have to leave. He keeps his money, and we'd be split up as the greatest team the Northwest has ever had. Is that right, would you say?
One of the greatest, I would
One
have
of the
to
greatest.
admit
The
that.
greatest. Come on, get your stuff straight. Read your papers before you come out here. Now, we are going to win that night. I am going to win. He's going to step into the ring, raise my hand, and then wave bye-bye to Ventura. We should throw him a couple bucks out of the
You
$10,000.
know, I don't know how successful Ventura has been down through the years, but $10,000 is a lot of money. I do hope that the man did have enough sense to leave at least $300 or $400 laying back for it so he can at least fly out of the Northwest.
Wiskowski, after I win, I'm giving you half.
Okay, that is Wednesday night. Remember that, the 29th Seattle Center Arena. Once again, thank you for looking in. I'm Frank Bonham, your host weekly, wherever you may be watching Big Time Wrestling. Yakima every Monday night, Spokane. We hope to have a card for you live in April. And of course, you folks watching us in the Puget Sound area, Wednesday night is going to be the big one. Rose and Ventura going at it. So pick up on them, won't you? Thanks again for watching, and hope to see you next week. Hope to see you live very, very soon at a Big Time Wrestling card.